Zeynep, I was wondering, you mentioned that you can be hard on yourself, and I feel like that's certainly relatable for me, probably relatable to many people who are listening. And one of the articles I was reading, it was saying you were working on being gentler to yourself. And how have you been doing that? Give us some tips on how to be more gentle to oneself.
I mean, yes, I think there are a lot of people who are not super like easy on themselves. And no, I've been like, I dropped out of 100 last end of last year, and I was feeling like, oh, am I going to be able to do it again? And in Turkish media, it was like, it was a little bit like, okay, was it by luck? And like, you know that when you get into that social media and media and everything is like when you're doing one thing wrong, like when some things are not going so great and they're starting to attack you. And it got into my head, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it again. Like, maybe they're right, I don't know. And then my team was like, no, 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 you should like stop, going there. Like, shouldn't go there. And that's where I talked to Ons too, and I was like, we talked like for an hour or so, and then she helped me a lot there. And also I've been working with Mehmet, like he's always with me. We've been together for like 6 years. He's like, we're working mentally and also physically, like he's my fitness trainer too. And he told me like, it's just in your head. Like, you did that once, and like it shouldn't even be your goal to like get in top 100 again. It shouldn't be the goal. Like, and we were talking about that, and I said, it's my life in the end. Like, when I stop playing tennis, I'm not gonna think about, oh, what that person was thinking about me or what they were saying about me. I was just focusing on, like, I would just like, live my life. So now I'm trying to be more like, I don't want to say be the bad person, but I'm trying to be like prioritize myself more.
Mm,
And
great to hear.
I'm not there yet, but
Keep
again, it's
trying. Keep
yes,
trying.
exactly. It's a decision. I think it's a decision you have to make every single day. It's not like you have to make that decision once and then it's gonna work out. You have to make that decision every single match, every single day. And there are some days that I'm good with deciding on choosing myself first, but there are some days it's not. It just doesn't work out.
And how do you, or with your team, how do you approach that? Like, okay, whatever, newspapers, and like I grew up in that era where there was no social media, so I didn't have kind of the personal attacks that would come directly to me on my feed. But there was media, there was newspaper titles, that I would read in the beginning, and people around me would say, just don't read it, like don't let it affect you. And it's easier said than done, right? Like, it's a lot easier to kind of just brush it off and go on with life as if everything is great and nothing's happening, because you do at times start, can doubt yourself. So how is your team kind of guiding you in that approach? Because that's, I'm so curious. Like, I have a daughter who's 18, and I'm curious to see like how that, like how do the people with the experience that I've had, like how can they help you, or is it as black and white by saying just don't read it? Like what is the approach?
So I'm like in big tournaments, I am not checking my social media a lot because it's never good to check social media a lot because as you go, you always like go and like scroll and scroll. So, but overall, we're I'm trying to do is like people are gonna talk. First of all, I have to accept that. They're gonna say something for sure, no matter what I do. If I do something good, if I do something bad, they're gonna talk. And most of the time, the people who say unbelievably good things about me when I do something good are the same people who talks very bad about me when I do, like when I lose a match or two. So, and I think I'm at a point where I accept this, like they're gonna talk, but they don't know what I'm going through, or they don't know what my life looks like. And I know that I want to win. I want to do good things more than anyone on social media. Like for them
Right.
to like, it's just, and they are not in my life. They're not people like, I saw one quote like, if you have a problem with me, text me. If you don't have my number, you don't know me well enough to have a problem with me, you know? So it's just like I'm at a point where okay, I genuinely don't care. Like I really don't care what you say about me because this is my life and tennis is not that long to think about what other people are going to think about me. Like I'm representing my country. Like what if I don't give them what they're expecting from me or anything, because again, this is my life, and when I stop playing tennis, no one even gonna like, talk about me or like care of what I'm doing. So I'm just focusing on myself, and I have a lot of people who's really trying for me to get where I really want to get. And I don't want to let them down too. I don't want to let them down for some people who I don't know talking about me, or even some people I know. But I'm coming, like I have to accept that too. Like I'm coming from a country that tennis is not a big thing. So when there's something good, they're gonna be a lot of like, oh my God, it's amazing, wonderful, and this and that. And then when things are not going well, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, she's a trash. So I'm okay with it. And I'm just, I said, "Okay, I'm just going to do my job and I'm just going to surround myself with good people and I'm going to try to do my best. So I don't want to regret after I finish my career. I don't want to regret, oh, I wish I've done that. I wish I've done that. So I'm just thinking like that. And they're very protective over me, like my teams too. Like they're trying to protect me, but they're trying to show me the reality too.
What has that been like for you in the last year and a half, 2 years? Like the changes, like becoming, with all the negative things, but also the positives. Like how has that changed in your home country? Like you're from Turkey. I visited Turkey with my daughter for the first time a couple of years ago. I was in Izmir. She had to play a basketball tournament, and I'm just curious, like, what is it like for you now? Like how, the adjustments that you've had to make or not, or your family members, or what's it like when you walk around now there? Um, Give me a little bit of, like let people feel a little bit what that's like when you come from a country where they don't have, a tennis star like you, or they're not used to that, and how much attention comes, is put onto your plate, and that you just have to adjust to a little bit as well.
Yes, I mean it's definitely like I love going back home. I love Istanbul. I live in Istanbul. I'm from Istanbul. I was born and raised there. It's a great city. You should come.
Yes, I would love
Uh,
to.
yeah, and so the interesting thing is sometimes like when I go back home now, sometimes when I go supermarket or something, sometimes some people will recognize me and talk to me, and it feels weird because like I'm traveling all the time, and like when I go back home, because it was not something happening before, so it feels like a little bit interesting to me, which I'm very happy about. Like but I've always loved playing Billie Jean King Cup. I've always loved playing for my country. It means a lot to me. I love representing my country, and I love my country overall. So, like doing great things for my country really, really means a lot to me. And like when I go back, sometimes I see some small kids like saying like, "Oh my
Mm,
God, you're my idol. I want to be like you when I grow up." It's like it feels amazing. Probably that
right.
feeling. Like you feel like, oh my God, like this
You're
is
like,
this.
really? Like
Yeah,
me?
yes, exactly. It's like, are you sure? Is it me? And it feels great. I mean, I'm so grateful for that feeling and for all the people that are supporting me. And they do support me a lot, to be honest. Like in Australia too, I was like, it was insane. I felt like I was at home. I definitely didn't feel like I was like in Melbourne.
No, the other
So
side of the world.
yes, so I'm so grateful for that. And we're like, we're very passionate. Turkish people are very
Right.
passionate. We're like very like we can get so loud,
Yeah.
and like again like it's just a privilege to be able to represent my country and have some people are like supporting me like
Make people feel good, right? Like you
exactly.
have that impact.
What has been the biggest pinch me moment for you, Zeynep, in whether it's being in the locker rooms with people that you watched on TV, or you were honored at the Harper's Bazaar Turkey Women of the Year event. You were the athlete of the year. I mean, I feel like you've had some pretty cool experiences. And so much of this is new too. I was looking last year, you played in qualies of Indian Wells in Miami, and so much of that has changed as well. So I'm curious what the biggest, I call it a pinch me moment, but whatever sticks out to you.
So I think last year when I was playing Wimbledon third round and I went on the court, like I was trying to go to court and it was so full that we didn't get in for a while. We were not able
No
to
way.
for a while. And I was like, oh my God, all these people were like here to like watch me play. It's amazing. Like, and I got messages like at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. people were waiting on the line to just play. And they traveled from Turkey, and it was definitely, it was amazing. And after my match in Wimbledon, they called me from the locker room and they said that we want to get your match kit for, Wimbledon Museum. And I was like, are you sure you called the right person?
Well, because just a quick timeout, you were the first Turkish player ever to reach the third round of a major. Am I correct in that?
Yes.
Okay, so that it was a historical moment.
Yeah, so I was very, very excited. At first I was scared. I was like, why are they calling me? Did I do something wrong? And then when I found that, I was like, okay. And in Australia too, it was so good. And like when I played in Kia Arena, it was almost like, I don't know, but like I felt like it was full, and I saw a lot of flags like that.
Against Putin Seva?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I saw a lot of flags, and I never like looked up and saw all of them, but I was able to see everything. So I was like, oh my God, I was very nervous. But those are my like pinch me moments.
That's what I wanted to ask you, is like when you see that, whether where it's so full that you can't even get to the court, is that to you, does it motivate you to like be even more locked in, or is it more like, oh my God, like what if I lose? Like, I'm going to disappoint them, or like, where does your thought process go?
No, I'm most of the time I'm just locked in.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, like I'm going to enjoy this.
Yeah.
Because
I feel like you and Iala have that support now, right? Like you it's like a new kind of vibe in the tennis world, and a lot of people are talking about it. It's like, oh, when you have to be on the show court so they can fit all the all the fans into the stadium, and you're going to fill up the stadium like we saw with Iala in Dubai and with you in Australia. Like it's really fun to see, and the more new eyes and the more fans we can get to our sport, the better for all of us.
Yes, exactly. It's so good to like even when you're playing like on those kind of courts, and where there are so many people who are supporting you. I always feel like, okay, it can be very loud, but I always feel like, Zeynep, like you've been dreaming about this, playing on these courts against great players, and just please enjoy it. Please do your best, and so I would probably like I always say these things to myself when it's like very crowded.
So when you go to Wimbledon now in a few months, are you going to go look through the museum and see where your outfit is hanging?
I don't know if they put it, but like yes, definitely I will check.